Well, today's video could be a bit triggering for some of you, especially those with veteran family members, because what you're about to behold is beyond despicable, and that's a lot if we are talking about the Duchess of Sausages. So, to try to ease up things a bit before we delve into this, I wanted to ask you this question that I posted on my Twitter account, since I want to know your opinion. Who wore it better? Meghan Markle or the twin vanilla popsicle? Welcome back, my 154,000 Royal Rogues, plus the 1 million who haven't subscribed yet. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and this has been absolutely infuriating. Can anyone care to explain why Meghan was marching in front of the veterans? Are there people who organize the Invictus Games aware of how this can backfire after all these men and women have done for their countries? Not to mention that her attire is inappropriate. Reactions did not wait, such as JMA putting her in front of veterans from countries she has insulted is disgusting. Her lack of respect shows in her attire, arrogance on parade. I couldn't agree more. And by the way, thanks to Resting Doll Face on Twitter, we got this detail on this photo. When Meghan was up front leading the pack in the most insulting way, Harry was relegated to just watching from the background with his assistants. I know that he has been stripped of his military titles and he was not injured in battle. And no, being thick as a brick doesn't count. But why was he there and not up front? It's sad, like Meghan's mole says, that heroic British veterans have been forced to march behind Meghan Markle, who openly disrespected the Queen. But there's something even more sinister to this. Yes, it can get worse because Meghan is not only disrespecting the veterans, but she is using them for marketing and merching. Look at this media alert from the brand Crewe. I don't know how to pronounce that, but well, not that it matters. But it says for immediate release, Crewe is pleased to announce that Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sausages, wore the Crewe blah 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 polarized blah 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 on September 15 while attending the Invictus Games with husband Prince Harry, Duke of Sausages. So you tell me if this is not the ultimate graft. But to be fair, some subtle reactions told a different story. As pointed out by angry Latina Mary Angels, this guy doesn't look happy, and rightfully so. I'm sure he knew he was going to be immortalized next to the Montecito Queen, and it was going to be a running joke for life. But more reactions. Andy's mom flicking her hair as she marches ahead of the wounded heroes. This is wrong on so many levels, and IG wonders why there is little public appetite for the games this year. Tragic decision to allow her presence. Oh, and I had forgotten to mention that, as Laird of the Manor reminds us that Meghan Markle told a room of disabled veterans she had to do her own hair and makeup. So brave, so honest, so raw. Those veterans could take a leaf or two out of Meghan's book. They obviously need it. But I think that Meghan is really trying to do with this kind of appearances is to rebrand herself again. Maybe we are looking at the birth of Mother Meghan of Sausages. And the way some royal commentators are starting to push her and Harry is almost baffling. It's like they know something or are being paid something or both. The only good news is that there is no shortage of memes such as Touré Bakahai's comparison with Gandhi. I mean, no, it cannot be unseen. I'd say this is a stretch, but no, I think Meghan wants to genuinely be seen as a savior to humanity. And this constant transformation reminds me of that video from According to Task, where she outlines all the stages that Meghan has gone through to be where she is today. And we almost forgot that Meghan is 1% Maltese, as Taz says. Most narcissists use people, but Meghan uses whole countries. Remember when she took a genealogist to Malta with her so she could learn about where I'm from? Well, it wasn't Nigeria then. Yeah, it depends on the current season. And Tas also spotted this action picture where you could think that first sight that they are enjoying interacting with the public. But in Tas' words as well, Meghan is fake smiling. Harry has his arms around her, protecting her as the security guard is pushing the woman back. The guy holding up the flag looks like he's hiding the security from the onlookers behind. Nigerian princess. But not everybody falls into the trap, and that's how these things happen. Meghan Markle approaches little girl who then runs away from her at Invictus Games. Well, maybe the girl sensed something. You know how kids are, they can sense when something's not right. But definitely, Harry is not part of that group, of the group that can sense when something is off, by the way. Although, as I have mentioned many times, Harry's smile when Meghan is around is not the best. Well, it's not that Meghan's smile is that convincing because this woman can really put in effort smiling just to fall flat. I thought that she was an actress, right? But maybe since she hasn't practiced her stuff in a while and she has lost it. But by the way, talking about Harry, I forgot to mention that today is his birthday. How lovely to be able to spend his birthday with his family. Oh, no, wait, that's true. They left the children back home, right? I mean, why would they do that? Why don't they just bring them with a nanny? And Megan, of course. But, well, at least my sources have confirmed that for this special day, Harry received a special dose of German nose candy, and boy, he's enjoying himself like you have no idea. Maybe that's how he can forget that King Charles will not mark Prince Harry's birthday today, and at least not publicly. It seems due to a change of tradition or something. Anyway, I cannot imagine how awkward that phone call could get. But let's talk about the royal family and quote the Prince and Princess of Wales. The work of the Duchy of Cornwall and its tenants goes far beyond what you might imagine. Its new mental health strategy has a particular focus on rural communities, just like the one here in Hereford we visited today. And we got amazing pictures of William and Catherine, like this during a visit to Madley Primary Forest School in Hereford. Wow, a forest school? Sounds like a very good idea. And some of these pictures almost look like paintings. And no matter if they are with their backs to the camera, the background of that beautiful countryside allows you to almost breathe in the atmosphere. And we can't say goodbye without sharing some pics of Catherine, where she looks just stunning. My Royal Rogues, remember that you can download my free 100 body language tips in the description of this video. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Much love and bliss.